Welcome to Mattavara Do All Institute of Technology, MDA, MDAIT. This is the free virtual learning center for everybody. Become an eminent scientist, professor, engineer, innovator in the shortest possible time and in the simplest possible way. Learn free from anywhere, learn free at any time, learn free at any pace. Good luck, learners. Have a good day.
Sir, namaste.
Good afternoon. This program is brought to you by Mattavara Dual Institute of Technology, MDAIT. This is the free virtual learning center for everybody. The background music is given by this reference. Video creation, wherever necessary, is done by using this facility, and program is brought to you by Mattavara Dual Institute of Technology. This is the free virtual learning center for everybody. We will also use some video clips wherever it is necessary. We'll start with a brief introduction about this session to accommodate those who could not join the session online in time for any reason whatsoever, and who will view the video recording of this session later. Whether you are able to see the screen, please. Hello. Whether you are able to see the screen. Somebody is there? Or nobody is there?
ಸರ್ ಒಂದು 5 ನಿಮಿಷ ವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇನ್ನ ಜನರು ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು.
ಆಯ್ತು. ನಾವು ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಜನರಲ್ಲಿ ಇದನ್ನು ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೇನೆ.
ಯಾರು ಜನ ಇಲ್ಲ,
ಯಾರಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಈಗ? ಯಾರು ಇಲ್ವಾ?
ಬೇರೆ ನಾನಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇನ್ನ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜನ ಲಾಗಿನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು.
ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು 5-6 ಜನನಾರು ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಒಳ್ಳೇದು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟಾಕ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ದೆಮ್ ಟು ರೀಡ್ ರೈಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್. Yeah. So maybe by the time I give some introduction, they will be able to join. Let us see.
Yes, sir.
That's why I said at least 5 minutes before they can join. And I forgot to tell you, if they join earlier before we start, there will be a screen showing that the host waiting for host to start the program. Like that it will come. I don't know whether anybody has experienced any difficulty in joining by clicking the link. So I wanted to know that. So we'll start with a brief introduction about this session to accommodate those who could not join this session online in time for any reason whatsoever, and who will view the video recording of this session later on. So let us begin. Learn almost everything free and become an eminent scientist, professor, engineer, innovator, published author through Zoom virtual meetings, irrespective of geographical location, with or without the need for constant internet connectivity. Register your name for free webinars. How to register your name for attending these free webinars? It is very easy. You have to just save this WhatsApp number 9844027371 in your mobile. Then send your name by WhatsApp text message. No calls, please. And also send your name by email to x9t9@yahoo.com, so that we will send the link for any subject, any class. Please spread this message to all your contacts so that somebody in some corner of the world will get some benefit out of this free, unique and amazing opportunity. This is an Atmanirbhar Bharata initiative. Go green, save trees. Good luck, viewers. Have a good day. Thanks to Corona for having made this possible. This is an Atmanirbhar Bharata initiative. Disclaimer. Efforts have been made to present the information correctly, clearly and completely in this presentation. However, every keystroke is itself an important source of error, and therefore the end users are required to make use of the information provided in this presentation at their own risk, fully knowing their own personal limitations, if any. Resources. The study materials applied by the learners is exclusively used wherever possible in the presentation so that the learners will be able to learn from the same study material which they have. However, additional explanations, classroom examples, and exercises will be included as and when required to make the subjects more simpler and easier to learn. Video recording. The unedited video recordings of all the sessions will be made available to all participants to enable them to go through the same as many times as required in individual cases to become an expert in the topic covered in the sessions through the link to YouTube, which is also beneficial to those who could not join this online session for any reason whatsoever. Matavara Dual Institute of Technology is the free virtual learning center for everybody in both letter and spirit. Kindly excuse, we need donations not in the form of money, but in the form of honest opinions, meaningful suggestions, and constructive criticisms to improve the quality and clarity of presentation of the information made during this session so that they are addressed to the best extent possible during all our future sessions and future programs in the best interest of learners. Let us start from here and there. Ellarigu Kannada. Now, if somebody is there, you will be able to read. This is in Kannada. This is using Hindi letters. This is using English. We use only 27 letters. 21 lowercase letters or small letters like this, and 6 uppercase or capital letters or big letters like this. This D and this K and this one, of course, this is small only, but because this is put in the English language, so it has been put in the capital letters. Now, somebody can read this one.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕನ್ನಡ, ಕನ್ನಡ ಫಾರ್ ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ.
Yeah. So, those who know Hindi, they can read here. Ellarigu Kannada. If you want to read from here, you can also read using English. Ellarigu Kannada. Da, we put this in capital D, but small d will be there for da. So this is da. So therefore, capital D is there. Those who know the Kannada letters, you can read here. Those who are not aware of Kannada letters, we will learn through this by step. Ellellu Kannada. See, Ellellu Kannada. Ellellu Kannada. Kannada everywhere. That means Ellellu means everywhere. Kannada is that one. Somebody can read this, either this or this, whichever is convenient for you. How many are there now?
7, sir.
Very good. At least minimum 6 are required. So each one can read this. Either you can read in this, if you know the Hindi letters, if you know the English letters, you can read here.
ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲೂ ಕನ್ನಡ, ಕನ್ನಡ ಎವ್ರಿವೇರ್.
Correct. So next, anybody?
Ellelu Kannada. That means Kannada everywhere.
Very good. Next.
Ellellu Kannada. Kannada is everywhere.
Very good. Next. Next, somebody can read.
Ellellu Kannada.
One at a
Kannada
time.
everywhere.
So, are you reading this one, or in this one, or in this one, or in this? What is this one?
In English, sir.
English. Okay, that's all. We will learn how to read Kannada in the due course. Now start your journey to learn Kannada language through English, Kannada, and Hindi letters, which we will use. That sample I have given. This is an activity-based workshop. So to learn Kannada, to listen, read, write, and speak in Kannada.
सीखने की कोचिंग है क्या? कोचिंग क्लास है क्या? टीचर है डॉक्टर रमेश.
Yeah.
नहीं ग्रुप में डाला हुआ था, कोई फ्री लेक्चर था, हम ज्वाइन कर लीजिए.
Okay. See, this is written in purely in Kannada. Only those who know the letters can read. Otherwise, we will give the other versions in the next. So, ಕನ್ನಡವನ್ನು ಕೇಳಲು, ಓದಲು, ಬರೆಯಲು ಮತ್ತು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತನಾಡಲು ಕಲಿಯಲು ಇದು ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆ ಆಧಾರಿತ ಕಾರ್ಯಾಗಾರ. This is written in Kannada. All of you may not be able to read, but you will be able to read this. ಕನ್ನಡವನ್ನು ಕೇಳಲು, ಓದಲು, ಬರೆಯಲು ಮತ್ತು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತನಾಡಲು ಕಲಿಯಲು ಇದು ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆ ಆಧಾರಿತ ಕಾರ್ಯಾಗಾರ. Can you read this one, somebody else, one at a time?
ಕನ್ನಡವನ್ನು
ಕೇಳಲು,
ಕೇವಲ
ಕನ್ನಡವನ್ನು
ಓದಲು,
ಓದಲು ಹಿಂದಿ, ಓದಲು, ಬರೆಯಲು ಮತ್ತು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತನಾಡಲು ಕಲಿಯಲು ಇದು ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆ ಆಧಾರಿತ ಕಾರ್ಯಾಗಾರ. That means we have written Kannada words using the Hindi letters here. So those who are familiar with Hindi letters will be able to read in Kannada here. So how many of you know the Hindi letters, please? Hello?
I know Hindi letters.
So I think most of you will be knowing Hindi.
Yeah, but I mean, what is the meaning of these? You will tell us the meaning as well?
Okay. Now, this one, those who know the English letters will be able to read. ಕನ್ನಡವನ್ನು ಕೇಳಲು, ಓದಲು, ಬರೆಯಲು ಮತ್ತು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತನಾಡಲು ಕಲಿಯಲು ಇದು ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆ ಆಧಾರಿತ ಕಾರ್ಯಾಗಾರ. ಕಾರ್ಯಾಗಾರ means workshop. ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆ ಆಧಾರಿತ means activity based. That means not just listening and going, but you will be reading and also others will be able to listen when you are speaking. Plus, you will be also use either the English letters like this or Kannada or Hindi. यह कन्नड़ सुनना, पढ़ना, लिखना और बोलना सीखने के लिए activity based workshop है. See here, what this particular says is, it need not search for what exactly is the Hindi word that we have to use. We can also mix up English and other languages here to make it easy to follow, so that you will not be having fear of whether it will become right or wrong like that. That is the purpose of this. Now, this also repetition I have written. ಕನ್ನಡವನ್ನು ಕೇಳಲು, ಓದಲು, ಬರೆಯಲು ಮತ್ತು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತನಾಡಲು ಕಲಿಯಲು ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆ ಆಧಾರಿತ ಕಾರ್ಯಾಗಾರ. Now, for example, in different languages, how it works. See, in Kannada, if we say idu pustaka, in Hindi we say ek kitab hai. In Sanskrita we say ye tat pustakam. In English, this is a book, like that we will say. So what you have to understand is, it is not that we have one-to-one correspondence in every word to word, like that is not that. Say pustaka is book, idu is this. So in English we use This is a book. So here F ido, kitab is pustaka, the I will come there. That is everywhere. I will add the I there. In Sanskrit, it is etat pustakam. Etat means ido, this one. Pustakam is book, like that. What you need is A4 size white paper and black ink gel pen for smooth and effortless writing. You can use a A4 size notebook also. Preferably use unrolled notebook, unrolled paper, so that we will have a good idea of how your handwriting will be. See, in English, we have this what are called uppercase letters or capital letters. They are also called big letters, which are used in English. So, handwriting may be slightly vary from person to person. This is a sample of letters A to Z, which are 26. Now, we have got lowercase letters or small letters in English, which are written something like this. Handwriting will vary from person to person. They are also 26 in numbers. So 26 uppercase letters, 26 lowercase letters. It will become 52. So there are 26 uppercase letters which are written like this, which is big letters, and 26 lowercase letters which are using the small letters, giving total of 52 letters in English, which is more or less same in number of letters used in almost all Indian languages. Most of the Indian languages, they use around 50 letters in the language. We use only 27 letters out of 52. So our what we have to remember is 21 small letters here and 6 big letters. We can use it for reading, writing, speaking and listening in any language, including Kannada also. Say for example here, A, B, C, D, E we use. F we don't use. We use only GHI. Then J, K, L, M, N, O, P we use. We do not use Q, but we will use R. S, T, U, V we will use. W, X we don't use. Y we will use. Z we don't use. So 21 small letters or lowercase letters are used. And these are the only 6 uppercase letter or capital letter or big letter we use out of 26. So 21 plus 6 will be 27 letters are enough to learn, read, write, speak in any language. So for example, these letters ta, ta, da, da, na, la, ro, sha and sha. So they use this capital letter T here as the starting thing, D here, N, R, S. So these things will use the small letters only. Sa, ta, ta, da, da, na, like that. So ta, ta, da, da, na, they will have capital letter used here. And we will use for la, we use this type. La means we use small letter. This is type of row. So we use capital R here. For this one, we use sha. We use S capital letter followed by a H for writing this type of a thing. Kannada letters will look something like this. La, ro, sha and sa. Now these things use only small letters. Sa, ta, da, dha, na, like that. Now here pronunciation, this is having less pressure in pronouncing. It will be slightly with a applied pressure here and here like that. But for reading purpose, writing purpose, don't have to bother. You can simply say ta, ta, da, da, na, like that. Not necessary to go for giving pressure there, here, etc. when learning. Gradually you can make changes later on. So we use only 27 letters out of 52 to learn any language. And these are the 27. If you write down this on your book and practice for using them, you will be able to learn to write, read, speak, and listen in any language, though we use English letters here. It is a surprise to see that number 27 somehow matches with the number of stars used in the study of the subject of astrology, which is also 27 when counted from Ashwini to Revati. So learning any language requires reading, listening, writing, and speaking. Reading, I will ask you to read what is written on the screen. At that time, you will be able to read one by one. All of them should not try to read together, because it will not give the correct thing. It will mix up the sounds. Listening, when somebody is speaking, you can listen. That you can do. But writing, you have to do yourself. That others, if they write, it will not be helpful to you. So I will ask you to write whatever that is shown on the screen, so that you can write them on this unrolled paper or notebook using blocking gel pen. Then at the end, you take a photo of that and send it by WhatsApp to me, so that I will go through and see how your handwriting looks like and how we can improve upon it, like that. Then speaking will automatically come once you read and listen and write. Automatically you will be able to speak also. Here important thing is, while speaking, do not worry about whether you are using the correct word, whether it is grammatically correct or not, anything like that. Just don't bother. Simply start using the language. So as you keep on using, it automatically comes. For example, here we have written Ura Munde Arali Mara Ide. This I have written in English. Same thing in Kannada is like this. Ura Munde Arali Mara Ide. This is also same thing. Ura Munde Arali Mara Ide. Meaning is, there is a peepal tree in front of the village. That means we cannot make one-to-one word translation, as I showed in the simple example about Idu Pustaka, where Idu Pustaka in Kannada only 2 words. Ek kitab hai becomes 3 words. This is a book becomes 4 words. So we have to interpret the meaning in the way that we can do it. So this is, there is a peepal tree. Peepal tree is Arali Mara. Is means ide. Tree is Mara. In front of the village. Ura Munde. Ura Munde is in front of the village. Like that. So can somebody read this one? Others can listen when somebody reads. Please read.
ಊರ ಮುಂದೆ ಅರ್ಲಿ ಮರ ಇದೆ.
Arali Mara is normally you can find near the temples also, So it is that one. So Ura Munde Arali Mara ide. Arali Mara in English is peepal tree. Next, somebody can read.
Ura munde arali mara ide.
Very good. Next,
So the
somebody else.
mara means tree.
Mara is tree. Mara is tree. Arali is people. Arali tree, Mara, people tree. Ide means is. Ura Munde, in front of the village. Somebody else want to read? Please read.
ಊರ ಮುಂದೆ ಅರಳಿ ಮರ ಇದೆ.
Correct. You can read 3 times so that your pronunciation will improve upon it. Read it 3 times. Nobody else is there to read? See, I cannot see anybody on the screen because I am showing you the full screen type of thing. And even if you write something in the chat box like that, I cannot see.
ಮುಂದೆ ಅರಳಿ ಮರ ಇದೆ.
ಊರ ಮುಂದೆ ಅರಳಿ ಮರ ಇದೆ. You can read it once again. Please read, don't hesitate because you will learn.
ಊರ ಮುಂದೆ ಅರಳಿ ಮರ ಇದೆ.
Correct. 3 times you can read. Read it again. Please read again. No problem.
ಊರ ಮುಂದೆ ಅರಳಿ ಮರ ಇದೆ.
Correct. ಊರ ಮುಂದೆ ಅರಳಿ ಮರ ಇದೆ. This is the E. If you put twice of that, it is E, like that. U means only single one. U means double, like that. Mu is only this one. ಊರ ಮುಂದೆ ಅರಳಿ ಮರ ಇದೆ. ಮರದ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಕುಳಿತಿರುವವರು ಯಾರು? ಮರದ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಕುಳಿತಿರುವವರು ಯಾರು? ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ ಕನ್ನಡ. ಮರದ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಕುಳಿತಿರುವವರು ಯಾರು? ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೀಡ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಮರದ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಕುಳಿತಿರುವವರು ಯಾರು? Who is sitting under the tree? That is how approximately you can translate this sentence into English. Now, somebody can read this 3 times.
ಮರದ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಕುಳಿತಿರುವವರು ಯಾರು?
ಕುಳಿತಿರುವವರು ಯಾರು? ಮರದ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಕುಳಿತಿರುವವರು ಯಾರು? ದ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಕುಳಿತಿರುವವರು ಯಾರು? Like that you can relate the letters. ಮರದ ಕೆಳಗೆ. So ge in Hindi it is like this. In here we put this type of a hook here. Kulitiruvaru. See, this one is written by writing a hook there. Similarly 3 also like that. So in Hindi we put this one e like that. E ru is this one. Hindi it is like this. We add this hook. Here it is this one. Vavaru. Vava is a single letters only. This is Ra, and this one added, it becomes Ru. So corresponding thing. So Yaru. See, this one and this one is the same. Ya and Ya. Ya means this will bring light here, line here, and make a. You can make a 0 also here. Not necessary to keep it open. See, printing letters and handwriting letters will be different. So if you write it and send me, I will be able to tell the correct variety of writing in using handwriting letters. So can somebody read this again? If there are more people, how many are there?
ಮರದ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಇರುವವರು ಯಾರು?
ಕುಳಿತಿರುವವರು ಯಾರು? You can read in English. ಮರದ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಕುಳಿತಿರುವವರು ಯಾರು? Those who know Hindi, you can read here. ಮರದ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಕುಳಿತಿರುವವರು ಯಾರು? So meaning is, who is sitting under the tree? ಕುಳಿತಿರುವವರು sitting. Who is sitting? ಯಾರು? Who? ಕೆಳಗೆ means under. ಮರದ ಕೆಳಗೆ, under the tree.
So tree is Mara means tree, right? So
Mara is tree. ಮರದ ಕೆಳಗೆ. is below the tree, under the tree. Under the tree, who is sitting? ಕುಳಿತಿರುವವರು ಯಾರು? So, who is sitting is ಕುಳಿತಿರುವವರು ಯಾರು? Who is ಯಾರು? Is sitting. Avaru Rushi. So, this is where this type of ru is used, which is in Hindi like this. This is she. So, this connection here, we will put a hook there. Actually, here we can have a 0 also and then put this one in handwriting. A, wa, they are the basic letters. This is ru is written like this in Hindi. So, he is a sage. Avaru Rushi. Avaru means he. Avanu also he only in English. So avaru we will say for elderly people. Otherwise younger people means we will say avanu like that. So somebody can read this.
Avaru.
Yeah, Avaru Rushi. Please read.
Avaru Rushi.
Avaru Rushi.
Avaru Rushi.
Rushi. Rushi means sage. He is Avaru. So this is how it is read in English, but here it is not the word to word connection. Avaru is he, Rushi is sage. So Avaru Rushi meaning he is a sage. This is how the Hindi letters will be there. I want at least 2-3 people to read, at least 6 people are there. It will be good because when somebody reads, others can listen. Otherwise, how will you learn? You will not be able to learn.
Sir, we are now 14 people, and I will read Avaru Rushi.
Correct. Please read 3 times.
Avaru Rushi. Avaru Rushi. Avaru Rushi.
Very good. So that means you are able to read in Kannada. So this is the Kannada letters. Gradually we will learn them. So correspondence things you can see here. These are the corresponding letters in Hindi and Kannada that we are using. So meaning is he is a sage. Now anybody else can read, please.
Avaru Rushi.
Please read 3 times at least. Minimum, So
Avaru
actually,
Rushi.
ah,
Avaru Rushi.
very good. See, actually, there is something proverb which says, Panchamam Karyasiddhi. That means minimum you read 3 times, you will be able to become successful. There is another one called Saptamam Sarva Saubhagyam. If you read it 7 times, the same thing, it will be in your mind only afterwards. So it is for everything. Anything you repeat 7 times, you will become extraordinarily expert. So that is why in primary school teachers will say, please write 5 times, please repeat it 10 times, like that they will say. So by doing that only you can remember. So if you don't want to read and don't want to listen to when others are reading, etc., and if you don't want to write these things in the book also, then you will not be able to learn the Kannada. So to make it useful, that my effort and your effort and everybody's effort is useful. So I want you to read one by one, so that at least 3 times you can read, so that you will get the pronunciation. Otherwise, you will not get the pronunciation. So somebody can read this.
Avaru Rushi.
3
Avaru
times. Rushi.
Rushi.
Again.
Avaru Rushi.
Very good. Next. Next, nobody is there.
Avaru Rushi.
ಅವರು ಋಷಿ. ಅವರು ಋಷಿ.
Very good. So if nobody is there, I don't mind. I will continue with at least one person should respond. That's all for me. Those who do not want to read, they will lose. They will not get the opportunity again. You see? So that once you start using the language only, we can understand that your pronunciation is okay and you are able to do it, etc. And we can provide any help. Otherwise, I will have to spend 30 to 40 hours to prepare these lessons in this PowerPoint forum. And if you don't want to show interest, it becomes a problem. So, but I will do it even if nobody is there also, you see. In that case, we don't have to fix to this particular timing. Whenever I am free, I will do it and put it on the YouTube. We can go through it if you are interested. Now, somebody else wants to read?
I'll go, sir.
Yeah.
Avaru Rushi. Avaru Rushi. Avaru Rushi.
Very good. See, you are reading perfectly correct. Like that. So next, someone else?
Yeah, Avaru Rushi, Avaru Rushi, Avaru Rushi.
Correct. Very good. Next, somebody?
Yes, sir. Avaru Rushi, Avaru Rushi, Avaru Rushi.
Very good. Next, someone?
Avaru Rushi, Avaru Rushi, Avaru Rushi.
Yeah. So that means he is a sage. Avaru is he. Rushi is sage. Like that. Rushi ಏನು ಮಾಡುವರು. See, here we are giving respect for elders. So we will say ಮಾಡುವರು. Otherwise, in singular form, we will say ಮಾಡುವನು. Like that. ಋಷಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುವರು. This is a. If you write twice, it is a like this, which is in the a here. In Hindi, we do not have a. We have only a and something like o. O is not there. So, ಋಷಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುವರು. So, this is ru is written like this. This is the ra. By adding this, it is ro. In Hindi, this is ra, and by adding this, it will become ro. ಋಷಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುವರು. Now, can somebody read this, please?
ಋಷಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುವರು.
Correct.
ಋಷಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುವರು.
Very good.
ಋಷಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುವರು.
Very good. Next.
ಋಷಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುವರು. ಋಷಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುವರು. ಋಷಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುವರು.
Very good. So meaning is, what is the sage doing? So ಏನು is what? Sage is ಋಷಿ. ಋಷಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುವರು. You can read it.
ಋಷಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುವರು. ಋಷಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುವರು. ಋಷಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುವರು.
This is ಏನು. ಏನು means only one will come. Double E means it is a. So that is this a here. This is how we write a in Kannada. This is in Hindi. In Hindi, we do not have short form of a. So only for E we don't have. The double E is this a here. So ಋಷಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುವರು. That means what is that says doing there. So next somebody can read.
ಋಷಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುವರು. ಋಷಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುವರು. ಋಷಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುವರು.
Very good. You are speaking correctly. Next.
ಋಷಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುವರು. ಋಷಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುವರು. ಋಷಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುವರು.
I'll go, sir, next.
Yeah.
ಋಷಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುವರು. ಋಷಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುವರು. ಋಷಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುವರು.
3 times you read so that pronunciation will come. Otherwise, you cannot learn the Kannada. How will you speak to anybody else without having the pronunciation? Do not worry, you are making mistake. It is all right. There will be no problem. No grammatics mistake or anything else coming here. So somebody else is there to read this?
Yes, sir.
ಋಷಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುವರು?
Ah,
ಋಷಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುವರು? ಋಷಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುವರು?
okay. If somebody else is there, you can read. Otherwise, I will go to the next slide. Can you read this one, someone else?
Yes. ಋಷಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುವರು? ಋಷಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುವರು? ಋಷಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುವರು?
Very good. So at least 5-6 people are there, Then when somebody else is reading, the others can also listen. Plus, they will be able to read it by making changes because they will be hearing what others will be reading also. Like that, you will be learning one from the other. ಅವರು ದೇವರ ನಾಮ ಜಪಿಸುವರು. ಅವರು ದೇವರ ನಾಮ ಜಪಿಸುವರು. ಅವರು ದೇವರ ನಾಮ ಜಪಿಸುವರು. ಅವರು, we are giving respect. ಅವರು, like this. ದೇವರ ನಾಮ, name of God. Name is Nama, God is ದೇವರು. ಜಪಿಸುವರು means chanting. That means he is chanting name of God. Now we see, unfortunately, he means, it means avanu. Also, it becomes avaru. Whereas here, avaru means, in Kannada, we are giving respect to his elder person. Avanu means maybe a younger person. Or simply, casually, we will say avanu also. And one more important thing is, when the person becomes more familiar to us, we will use the singular form. And in particular, you see, for God, we will say avanu. We will not say avaru, because God is close to us. So once person is close to us, we will use the singular form. Strange people, we will use avaru, like that. This is like plural form. So avaru devara nama ಜಪಿಸುವರು. If you make it avanu, devara nama ಜಪಿಸುವನು, it will become like that. So avaru devara nama ಜಪಿಸುವರು. Now somebody can read this 3 times.
ಅವರು ದೇವರ ನಾಮ ಜಪಿಸುವರು.
Very
ಅವರು
good.
ದೇವರ ನಾಮ ಜಪಿಸುವರು. ಅವರು ದೇವರ ನಾಮ ಜಪಿಸುವರು.
Very good. Next.
ಅವರು ದೇವರ ನಾಮ ಜಪಿಸುವರು. ಅವರು ದೇವರ ನಾಮ ಜಪಿಸುವರು. ಅವರು ದೇವರ ನಾಮ ಜಪಿಸುವರು.
Very good. Next.
ಅವರು, yeah, please Ankit, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. So, ಅವರು ದೇವರ ನಾಮ ಜಪಿಸುವರು. ಅವರು ದೇವರ ನಾಮ ಜಪಿಸುವರು. ಅವರು ದೇವರ ನಾಮ ಜಪಿಸುವರು.
Very good. Next.
ಅವರು ದೇವರ ನಾಮ ಜಪಿಸುವರು. ಅವರು ದೇವರ ನಾಮ ಜಪಿಸುವರು. ಅವರು ದೇವರ ನಾಮ ಜಪಿಸುವರು.
Very good. You are all reading correctly. Next.
ಅವರು ದೇವರ ನಾಮ ಜಪಿಸುವರು. ಅವರು ದೇವರ ನಾಮ ಜಪಿಸುವರು. ಅವರು ದೇವರ ನಾಮ ಜಪಿಸುವರು.
Now you can compare the Hindi letter and Kannada letter, and you will be able to remember the pattern, how it is written. See, avaru is written here. Several times we have come across avaru. Devara, this one. There is no de in Hindi. It is de only. Kannada, we have the short form and long form also. So, devara nama jepisuvaru. Jepisuvaru means chanting. Anything that is repeated again and again. That is that one. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. That is called japa. Same thing repeated several times. Name is Hesaru. Devara Nama. Nama Hesaru of God. God is Devara, Devaru. Chanting is Japisuvaru. He is Avaru. He is also means Avanu also. In that case we say Avanu Devara Nama Japisuvanu, we will say here. So instead of the ro, it will be no. ಹುಡುಗರೆ ಬನ್ನಿ ನಾವು ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. 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 ಹುಡುಗರೆ ಬನ್ನಿ ಬನ್ನಿ ನಾವು ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. Come on boys, let us go and see. That is the meaning. Nodona is seeing. Go means ಹೋಗಿ. ನಾವು means us. ಬನ್ನಿ come. ಹುಡುಗರೆ boys. So come on boys, let us go and see. Now somebody can read this.
ಹುಡುಗರೆ ಬನ್ನಿ ನಾವು ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಹುಡುಗರೆ ಬನ್ನಿ ನಾವು ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಹುಡುಗರೆ ಬನ್ನಿ ನಾವು ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡೋಣ.
Very good. Next.
ಹುಡುಗರೆ ಬನ್ನಿ ನಾವು ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡೋಣ.
ನೋಡೋಣ.
ಓಕೆ. ಹುಡುಗರೆ ಬನ್ನಿ ನಾವು ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಹುಡುಗರೆ ಬನ್ನಿ ಓಕೆ. ಹುಡುಗರೆ ಬನ್ನಿ ನಾವು ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡೋಣ.
Correct. That is the correct one. Can repeat once again.
ಹುಡುಗರೆ ಬನ್ನಿ ನಾವು ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡೋಣ.
Correct. See, na is capital letter. Do, da, etc. is capital D here. Hudugare. This of course is small letter only. This is a typing mistake. So this is na. Small letter is na. Hudugare ಬನ್ನಿ ನಾವು ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. So this is small letter H only. We don't use capital letter. This is a typing mistake. Sometimes we type something and computer automatically changes into this one. That is sometimes the first letter in the word it will make it capital. We try to avoid it, but it is still here and there it will come. For writing English it is okay. Their first letter of the word will be made capital there. So next someone else.
ಹುಡುಗರೆ ಬನ್ನಿ ನಾವು ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡೋಣ.
ನೋಡೋಣ.
ನೋಡೋಣ. ಹುಡುಗರೆ ಬನ್ನಿ ನಾವು ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡೋಣ.
Correct.
ಹುಡುಗರೆ ಬನ್ನಿ ನಾವು ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡೋಣ.
Very good. Now anybody else want to read? Please. At least 4 or 5 people read, it will be nice. So the others can listen. That is the problem.
ಹುಡುಗರೆ ಬನ್ನಿ ನಾವು ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಹುಡುಗರೆ ಬನ್ನಿ ನಾವು ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಹುಡುಗರೆ ಬನ್ನಿ ನಾವು ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡೋಣ.
Very good. Next, somebody is there?
Yes, sir. ಹುಡುಗರೆ ಬನ್ನಿ ನಾವು ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಹುಡುಗರೆ ಬನ್ನಿ ನಾವು ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಹುಡುಗರೆ ಬನ್ನಿ ನಾವು ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡೋಣ.
This one na, not na. ನೋಡೋಣ.
ನೋಡೋಣ. Okay.
ಕಣ್ಣನ್ like that. ಹುಡುಗರೆ ಬನ್ನಿ ನಾವು ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡೋಣ.
ನೋಡೋಣ.
This is the na. This is na here. This is na. Yeah, next someone is there.
ಹುಡುಗರೆ ಬನ್ನಿ ನಾವು ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಹುಡುಗರೆ ಬನ್ನಿ ನಾವು ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಹುಡುಗರೆ ಬನ್ನಿ ನಾವು ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡೋಣ.
Very good. ಋಷಿಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆ. ಋಷಿಗಳೇ, this one. ಋಷಿಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆ. ಋಷಿಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆ. This capital letter is this type of la, kalla, like that. This is la, le. In Hindi, as we said, is only le is there, not le is not there. So this is le is this one. Rushigale, she will write like this. In Kannada, it will be like this. This, of course, you can put the sonne also there. Like this. You can always close it like that. Nimage vandane. Ge. In Hindi, we put a line here. Here, we will put a hook like this. This also you can close it, make it a circle there. This is like vam, tam, etc. So, reading, it gives like vandane. That means like that na sound comes there. Vandane, like that. So, ne is, we put a line here. Here it is. This one, you can close it and make it a circle also. Handwriting and printing, there will be difference. So, ಋಷಿಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆ. ಋಷಿಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆ. ಋಷಿಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆ. So, you can read this.
ಋಷಿಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆ. ಋಷಿಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆ. ಋಷಿಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆ.
Very good. So here, Rishi is the sage, and salutations are something like namaskara. That is this vandane. Nimage for you. So you means neenu, neevu, all that will happen. To you means nimage. To means it will add that ge there. So to you means nimage. Sage is ಋಷಿಗಳು, salutations, ವಂದನೆಸ್, ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. Read someone else.
ಋಷಿಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆ. ಋಷಿಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆ. ಋಷಿಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆ.
Very good. So this is ಋಷಿಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆ. La, le is like this. Next.
ಋಷಿಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆ. ಋಷಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆ. ಋಷಿಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆ.
Next. Yeah. Somebody can read one at a time.
ಋಷಿಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆ. ಋಷಿಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆ. ಋಷಿಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆ.
Very good. So if you start reading like this, you will get the pronunciation and you will be able to feel how the Kannada words look like. You can compare these letters from Hindi to Kannada if you know the Hindi letters, so that you will be able to get a rough idea of how the writing happens in Kannada compared to that Hindi type here. So anybody else? Next.
ಋಷಿಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆ. ಋಷಿಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆ. ಋಷಿಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆ.
Vandane means namaskara, like that. So the boys will go to see the person who was sitting under that early mara, people tree, and they will say together that ಋಷಿಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆ, namaskara, like that. ಹುಡುಗರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಶುಭವಾಗಲಿ. ಹುಡುಗರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಶುಭವಾಗಲಿ. ಹುಡುಗರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಶುಭವಾಗಲಿ. Here you see, show, this is the capital letter is there. Da is for that capital D there. So others are small letters only. So compare this Hindi letters with Kannada letters so that you know the differences. Although some letters equivalent are not available in Hindi. It means good luck to you boys. Roughly you can understand like that. Hudugare means boys. To you, nimage, good luck, shubhavagli. That is the meaning. So please read this.
ಹುಡುಗರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಶುಭವಾಗಲಿ. ಹುಡುಗರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಶುಭವಾಗಲಿ. ಹುಡುಗರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಶುಭವಾಗಲಿ.
Very good. Next.
ಹುಡುಗರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಶುಭವಾಗಲಿ. ಹುಡುಗರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಶುಭವಾಗಲಿ. ಹುಡುಗರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಶುಭವಾಗಲಿ.
Very good. Next.
ಹುಡುಗರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಶುಭವಾಗಲಿ. ಹುಡುಗರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಶುಭವಾಗಲಿ.
Next.
ಹುಡುಗರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಶುಭವಾಗಲಿ. ಹುಡುಗರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಶುಭವಾಗಲಿ. ಹುಡುಗರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಶುಭವಾಗಲಿ.
Very good. Next.
ಹುಡುಗರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಶುಭವಾಗಲಿ. ಹುಡುಗರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಶುಭವಾಗಲಿ. ಹುಡುಗರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಶುಭವಾಗಲಿ.
Very good. Next.
ಹುಡುಗರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಶುಭವಾಗಲಿ. ಹುಡುಗರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಶುಭವಾಗಲಿ. ಹುಡುಗರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಶುಭವಾಗಲಿ.
So after this, you try to go through the Hindi letter and this one. You'll be able to see the pattern, how they will look, and you'll be able to remember the pattern, how the letters are written in Kannada also, using comparison with the Hindi letters how we write. Show is you are putting this hook here. This is bha, like that. Now you see reading, I already told you, though we use ka, kha, ga, gha, nga like that, but for easy reading, you can say ka, ka, ga, nga, cha, cha, ja, ja, nya, like that. For example, there was one somebody's sister whose name is Bhavani, like this. This is Ha. But she was telling, you can call me Bhavani, that is enough, because if you say Bhavani like that, I will get afraid of. Because this requires a heavy force to pronounce. So do not worry about exact pronunciation. Start reading, writing, speaking in whatever words you use, it will be all right. Otherwise, we cannot learn, because perfection is the enemy. That is, if we keep on thinking what is the best word we can use, what is the best letter we can use, what is the correct pronunciation of the letter, like that, then you will not be able to learn anything. So it is better to start using it like that. So I have already given this example in other classes also. So in the bus stop, you might have seen somebody will come and ask the conductor, you know what he will ask? ನಿಮ್ದೂಕೆ ಬಸ್ಸು ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ, ಕಂಟೋನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರಾ? Like that they will ask. But conductor will understand that he wants whether the bus is going to cantonment, like that. So simply start using it, then language will come. Otherwise, it will become something called a dead language. It will never come. It will never be used. So somebody can read this.
ಹುಡುಗರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಶುಭವಾಗಲಿ. ಹುಡುಗರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಶುಭವಾಗಲಿ. ಹುಡುಗರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಶುಭವಾಗಲಿ.
Very good. See, you are reading very correctly. Now, same thing I have written here using singular form, because in village you cannot say that always give so much of respect and talk in every words. So say avanu yavano alli kootirono maರದ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಬಾರೋ, like that they will say. So avanu, like that. So this I have written in that form. So ಊರ ಮುಂದೆ ಅರಳಿ ಮರ ಇದೆ. ಊರ ಮುಂದೆ ಅರಳಿ ಮರ ಇದೆ. ಊರ ಮುಂದೆ ಅರಳಿ ಮರ ಇದೆ. So you can read this 3 times. So please read this.
ಊರ ಮುಂದೆ ಅರಳಿ ಮರ ಇದೆ. ಊರ ಮುಂದೆ ಅರಳಿ ಮರ ಇದೆ. ಊರ ಮುಂದೆ ಅರಳಿ ಮರ ಇದೆ.
So here, very good, you are reading very correctly. So here there is no singular form, plural form, giving respect or not respect doesn't come in this sentence. But it will come here. ಮರದ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಕುಳಿತಿರುವವನು ಯಾರು? ಕುಳಿತಿರುವವನು. So that is relatively younger man, or we are not giving by age. So for elder people we say ಕುಳಿತಿರುವವರು ಯಾರು. Younger man we can say ಕುಳಿತಿರುವವನು ಯಾರು. ಮರದ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಕುಳಿತಿರುವವನು ಯಾರು? ಮರದ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಕುಳಿತಿರುವವನು ಯಾರು? ಮರದ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಕುಳಿತಿರುವವನು ಯಾರು? You can compare the letters which are used relatively, how letters look in Hindi and Kannada, like that. So please read this.
ಮರದ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಕುಳಿತಿರುವವನು ಯಾರು? ಮರದ
Correct.
ಕೆಳಗೆ ಕುಳಿತಿರುವವನು ಯಾರು? ಮರದ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಕುಳಿತಿರುವವನು ಯಾರು?
Very good. You are reading correctly. Next.
ಮರದ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಕುಳಿತಿರುವವನು ಯಾರು? ಮರದ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಕುಳಿತಿರುವವನು ಯಾರು? ಮರದ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಕುಳಿತಿರುವವನು ಯಾರು?
See, capital letter L is for la this time. Capital letter L is for la this time. So L is li. This is la. La is capital LA. ಮರದ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಕುಳಿತಿರುವವನು ಯಾರು? So next, somebody can read.
ಮರದ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಕುಳಿತಿರುವವನು ಯಾರು? ಮರದ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಕುಳಿತಿರುವವನು ಯಾರು? ಮರದ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಕುಳಿತಿರುವವನು ಯಾರು?
Very good. So it means who is sitting under the tree? ಮರದ ಕೆಳಗೆ, under the tree. Tree is mara. Under, below, ಕೆಳಗೆ. Sitting, ಕುಳಿತಿರುವವನು who? ಯಾರು? So next. Can you see the arrow?
ಕೆಳಗೆ
Yeah.
ಕುಳಿತಿರುವವನು ಯಾರು?
Very good.
ಮರದ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಕುಳಿತಿರುವವನು ಯಾರು? ಮರದ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಕುಳಿತಿರುವವನು ಯಾರು?
Very good. Can you see this arrow mark moving along the screen?
Yes.
Because I will not know, you will only have to say.
Yes, sir, we can see.
Okay, very good. So next, somebody wants to read? Everybody can
ಮರದ
read.
ಕೆಳಗೆ ಕುಳಿತಿರುವವನು ಯಾರು?
Correct. Again, read 3 times so that you will become more fluent.
ಮರದ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಕುಳಿತಿರುವವನು ಯಾರು? ಮರದ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಕುಳಿತಿರುವವನು ಯಾರು?
Very good. Avanu Rushi. See, previously we said Avaru. Now it is Avanu. Nu is no. Avanu is this one. Avanu Rushi. Avanu Rushi. Avanu Rushi. Avanu Rushi. He is a sage. So read this.
ಅವನು ಋಷಿ, ಅವನು ಋಷಿ, ಅವನು ಋಷಿ.
Very good. Next.
ಅವನು ಋಷಿ, ಅವನು ಋಷಿ.
Next.
ಅವನು ಋಷಿ, ಅವನು ಋಷಿ, ಅವನು ಋಷಿ.
Next.
ಅವನು ಋಷಿ, ಅವನು ಋಷಿ, ಅವನು ಋಷಿ.
Very good. Next.
ಅವನು ಋಷಿ, ಅವನು ಋಷಿ, ಅವನು ಋಷಿ.
Very good. So all of you are reading very correctly in Kannada. Rushi.
But for sage, we can use avanu or we should always use avaru?
No, that's what I told her. See, if you want to give respect, they will use the ru, our ru. Otherwise, they will say avanu. See, generally in village, if they see somebody sitting under the tree, what they will say? What they will not say avaru. They will say avanu yaar al kotirodu nodkomba, they will say. Is it not? So, particularly when we are very close, we use singular form only. Example, when you are studying in high school, first year, all are new students. So we will speak to them avaru like that. But when you come to second year, we have become little familiar. So we will say avanu, neenu, avanu like that. Then afterwards, third year and above, it becomes hogalo, baralo like that. Like so, when we become more closer, we use singular form. See, for God we will all say avanu. We will not say avaru, because we feel God is one among us or within us like that. Aham Brahmasmi. So God is within our body only. So we will call him not avaru, we will call avanu. It is on the usage, closeness. Whereas fresh people, strange people, when we meet, we will try to say avaru like that. So Rushi ಏನು ಮಾಡುವನು. Rushi ಏನು ಮಾಡುವನು. See, in English, there is no plural singular like that. You means ನೀನು or ನೀವು. He means ಅವನು, ಅವರು. Everything it is applicable. So ಋಷಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುವನು. ಋಷಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುವನು. ಋಷಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುವನು. You see the letters here also, so that you will know how the shape or pattern of the letters are relating to the Kannada letters that are used. It is enu, ye. There is no ye in Hindi. In Kannada we have ye also without this hook. It is ye. So ಋಷಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುವನು. You can read here also. ಏನು ಮಾಡುವನು. So somebody can read this, please.
ಋಷಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುವನು. ಋಷಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುವನು. ಋಷಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುವನು.
Correct. Next.
ಋಷಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುವನು. ಋಷಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುವನು. ಋಷಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುವನು.
Very good. Next.
ಋಷಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುವನು. ಋಷಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುವನು. ಋಷಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುವನು.
Very good. Next. Next, anybody is there?
ಋಷಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುವನು ಋಷಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುವನು ಋಷಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡುವನು
Very good. ಅವನು ದೇವರ ನಾಮ ಜಪಿಸುವನು. See, earlier we have used ಅವರು. Here it was ಜಪಿಸುವರು. Now we are using singular form. ಅವನು ದೇವರ ನಾಮ ಜಪಿಸುವನು. ಅವನು ದೇವರ ನಾಮ ಜಪಿಸುವನು. See, ಅವನು ದೇವರ ನಾಮ ಜಪಿಸುವನು. So this no is same as no here. So like that you can recognize the pattern. So that if you see this in the newspaper or a magazine or in a board, you will be able to identify letters by knowing the patterns one by one. So gradually you will learn. So you can read this.
ಅವನು ದೇವರ ನಾಮ ಜಪಿಸುವನು. ಅವನು ದೇವರ ನಾಮ ಜಪಿಸುವನು. ಅವನು ದೇವರ ನಾಮ ಜಪಿಸುವನು.
Very good. So when somebody is reading, others must listen so that they will be able to correct themselves when they read the next item there. Next.
ಅವನು ದೇವರ ನಾಮ ಜಪಿಸುವನು. ಅವನು ದೇವರ ನಾಮ ಜಪಿಸುವನು. ಅವನು ದೇವರ ನಾಮ ಜಪಿಸುವನು.
Very good. Next.
ಅವನು ದೇವರ ನಾಮ ಜಪಿಸುವನು. ಅವನು ದೇವರ ನಾಮ ಜಪಿಸುವನು. ಅವನು ದೇವರ ನಾಮ ಜಪಿಸುವನು.
Very good. Next.
ಅವರು ದೇವರ ನಾಮ ಜಪಿಸುವನು. ಅವರು ದೇವರ ನಾಮ
That was
ಜಪಿಸುವನು.
earlier. Earlier we said ಅವರು ದೇವರ ನಾಮ ಜಪಿಸುವರು. But now we are telling ಅವನು ದೇವರ ನಾಮ ಜಪಿಸುವನು. Now previously we have used ru here and ru here. We are using no here and no here. ಅವನು ದೇವರ ನಾಮ ಜಪಿಸುವನು. Like that. Read it again.
ಅವನು ದೇವರ ನಾಮ ಜಪಿಸುವನು.
Correct. Next. Somebody wants to read?
ದೇವರ ನಾಮ ಜಪಿಸುವನು.
Ah.
ಅವನು ದೇವರ ನಾಮ ಜಪಿಸುವನು. ಅವನು ದೇವರ ನಾಮ ಜಪಿಸುವನು.
Yeah. So Japisavano means he is chanting. That is repeatedly telling something. Devara Nama. Nama is Hesaru. It is the name of God. Devara is God. Avano is he. So he is chanting name of God. So anything can be name of God. You may be knowing the story of this one. Once in the forest, a sage was going and he found someone. He was coming to rob the sage. But the sage gave him idea that if you chant Devara Nama, which I will give, you will become prosper in life. So what kind of name he can give? Then he showed a tree there and asked, what is that one? He said, Mara. He showed another tree here and asked, what is this one? He said, it is Mara. So another Mara he shows and he says Mara. Then he said, use Mara itself as the God's name to chant. So he started chanting Mara, 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 Mara. So after some time, that Mara has become Rama, 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 Rama by continuous practicing. And God really made him name and fame, gave him name and fame later on. We are able to follow. So anything can be used for chanting. Only thing is it must be given by a guru, because he will give what is best suitable for the student and who can use that one. Otherwise, if you give a difficult word, it may be difficult to pronounce, like that. So can you read this again once more? ಅವನು ದೇವರ ನಾಮ ಜಪಿಸುವನು. Can somebody read this?
ಅವನು ದೇವರ ನಾಮ ಜಪಿಸುವನು. ಅವನು ದೇವರ ನಾಮ ಜಪಿಸುವನು. ಅವನು ದೇವರ ನಾಮ ಜಪಿಸುವನು.
ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. ಹುಡುಗರೇ ಬನ್ನಿ ನಾವು ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಹುಡುಗರೇ ಬನ್ನಿ ನಾವು ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. Here ಹುಡುಗರೇ, they are boys, but they are more than one, so it becomes plural form, so it is hudugare. If it is one person, it is hudugane. Banni means in singular form it will be ba. Hudugane ba. Here navu is referring more than one. If one person wants to go, it is nanu. Hogi, going. Nodona. This is for da, this is for na. So hudugare banni ನಾವು ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. That is, one boy is calling all others that please come, let us go and see who is sitting under the tree. So come on boys, let us go and see, he is telling to tell. So read this. Somebody can read this.
ಹುಡುಗರೇ ಬನ್ನಿ ನಾವು ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಹುಡುಗರೇ ಬನ್ನಿ ನಾವು ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಹುಡುಗರೇ ಬನ್ನಿ ನಾವಿ ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡೋಣ.
Very good. Next. Next, somebody can read.
ಹುಡುಗರೇ ಬನ್ನಿ ನಾವು ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಹುಡುಗರೇ ಬನ್ನಿ ನಾವು ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಹುಡುಗರೇ ಬನ್ನಿ ನಾವು ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡೋಣ.
Very good. Next. Next, anybody is there? No. ಋಷಿಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆ. ಋಷಿಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆ. So here they are coming, they saw a aged person sitting there, so they will say ಋಷಿಗಳೇ. That is, this is in plural form, although one is there, giving respect. ಋಷಿಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ. So if it is single person, ನಿನಗೆ they should have used, but here giving respect, so it says ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆ, ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಋಷಿಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆ. ಋಷಿಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆ. ಋಷಿಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆ. Salutations to you, sage. That is namaskara to the sage. Can you read this?
ಋಷಿಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆ. ಋಷಿಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆ. ಋಷಿಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆ.
Very good. Next. Somebody can read.
ಋಷಿಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆ. ಋಷಿಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆ. ಋಷಿಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆ.
This is a lay, not the la. So ಋಷಿಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆ, not ಋಷಿಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆ. ಋಷಿಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆ. This is la here, capital letter L, la. So ಋಷಿಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆ. In Hindi, only lay is there. So this is Kannada equivalent. In Kannada, only this much is also lay. But if you put this, it becomes lay. It is elongated sound. ಋಷಿಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆ. So can read it 3 times.
ಋಷಿಗಳೇ
Go ahead, Prashant.
You can read one at a time. You make a sequence yourself so that who will speak next, so that one by one we can read this. ಋಷಿಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆ.
ಋಷಿಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆ. ಋಷಿಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆ. ಋಷಿಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆ.
Very good. Next.
ಋಷಿಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆ. ಋಷಿಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆ. ಋಷಿಗಳೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಂದನೆ.
Very good. Next. Next, somebody is there? ಹುಡುಗರೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ಶುಭವಾಗಲಿ. ಹುಡುಗರೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ಶುಭವಾಗಲಿ. So here more than one boy, so he is using ಹುಡುಗರೇ. ನಿಮಗೆ, not ನಿನಗೆ. ನಿನಗೆ is singular form, ನಿಮಗೆ is plural form. More than one boys. ಶುಭವಾಗಲಿ. ಹುಡುಗರೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ಶುಭವಾಗಲಿ. Good luck to you boys. Something like that you can translate meaning. So please read this.
ಹುಡುಗರೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ಶುಭವಾಗಲಿ. ಹುಡುಗರೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ಶುಭವಾಗಲಿ. ಹುಡುಗರೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ಶುಭವಾಗಲಿ.
Very good. Next.
ಹುಡುಗರೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ಶುಭವಾಗಲಿ. ಹುಡುಗರೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ಶುಭವಾಗಲಿ. ಹುಡುಗರೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ಶುಭವಾಗಲಿ.
Very good. So in this sentence there is no change earlier or now also. It is the same thing one. Because we are speaking for on behalf of several boys. Plural form. So nimage is the plural form there. Shubhavagli was there for everybody. ಹುಡುಗರೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ಶುಭವಾಗಲಿ. So ಹುಡುಗರೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ಶುಭವಾಗಲಿ. So next somebody can read. Next somebody is there? No. Now can you read this one? ಅರಸರ ದಶರಥ ಗಜದ ದರ. ಅರಸರ ದಶರಥ ಗಜದ ದರ. ಅರಸರ ದಶರಥ ಗಜದ ದರ. ದರ means price. ಅರಸರ king or royal. Gaja is elephant. Half an elephant is the Dasarada. Gajada. Gaja is elephant. Gajada half elephant. Half elephant. Dara is price, rate, like that. Arasara. Arasara Dasarada Gajada Dara. Arasara Dasarada Gajada Dara.
Sir, by when we can finish it, sir? ಎಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ? ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಜನ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಒಂದು 13 ಜನ ಇದ್ರು, ಇವಾಗ ಎಂಟಾಗಿದೆ.
ಆಯ್ತು, ಇದು 2 ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬಿಡೋಣ.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್. ಮತ್ತೆ ಹಂಗೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸು ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡಿ ಯಾವಾಗ ಬರ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂತ.
ಎಷ್ಟಾಯ್ತು ಗಂಟೆ ಈಗ?
ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿ.
Oh, it is 4:30 now. Okay, another 5 minutes. We will learn that what we have learned, and then we can close. Next we can have next Saturday. Next Saturday is the 20th. No, I will not be. So I am attending a program. 2021, 18, 19, 2021. 4 days I have a program. So next Saturday we can meet, and I will send this video recording. They can go through this again and write all these Kannada words, letters, what they see here on the paper, and send by WhatsApp to me, so that I will know how the handwriting letters look like, because printing is different from the handwriting. So for example, here you are putting a dot, but we can put a small zero like that here. A circle we can put here like that. So handwriting is different from the printed letters here, because for making some convenience, they have changed the shape and form for printed letters. That is the thing. Now how many are there?
7 ಜನ.
ಬೇಕಾದಟ್ಟಾಯ್ತು. At least 5-6 people can read, They are just connected, but they are not there.
Yeah, there, sir.
Yeah. See, if you show interest, I will be showing interest. Otherwise, what I can do. So, Arasara, Dasarada, Gajada, Dara. Price of element of royal Dasara or king's Dasara, like that. So, please read this.
ಅರಸರ ದಸರದ ಗಜದ ದರ. ಅರಸರ ದಸರದ ಗಜದ ದರ.
So here, these are the basic letters. You can read this also, because once you get this, you can connect this. This is A, Ra, Sa, Ra. Da, Sa, Ra, Da. Ga, Ja, Da. Da, Ra. Like that. Dara is price rate. Gaja, elephant. Gajada, half elephant. Dasara, a festival. Dasarada, half that festival. Arasara, again it can be plural or it can be giving respect. Arasana is single. Arasara can be for more than one. But Arasara can be a respectful address for the king also, like that. So read this 3 times.
ಅರಸರ ದಸರದ ಗಜದ ದರ. ಅರಸರ ದಸರದ ಗಜದ ದರ. ಅರಸರ ದಸರದ ಗಜರ ದರ.
Very good. Next.
ಅರಸರ ದಸರದ ಗಜದ ದರ. ಅರಸರ ದಸರದ ಗಜದ ದರ. ಅರಸರ ದಸರದ ಗಜದ ದರ.
Yeah, next.
ಅರಸರ ದಸರದ ಗಜದ ದರ. ಅರಸರ ದಸರದ ಗಜದ ದರ. ಅರಸರ ದಸರದ ಗಜದ ದರ.
Very good. Next. Next. At least 5-6 people are there who are active, who are willing to learn seriously, then it will be interesting. So that you can listen to others and also correct yourself. That is the purpose. Because each one pronunciation will be slightly different.
ಅರಸರ ದಸ್.
Yeah, please read.
ಅರಸರ ದಸರದ ಗಜದ ದರ. ಅರಸರ ದಸರದ ಗಜದ ದರ. ಅರಸರ ದಸರದ ಗಜದ ದರ.
Very good. Now, what are the letters we have learnt? Kalita, Aksharagalu. Aksharagalu is letters. Learnt is Kalita. Kalita, Aksharagalu. Kalita, Aksharagalu in Hindi also. Now, we have learnt only the 6 letters now. A, Ga, Ja, Da, Ra, Sa. So we made A, Ga, Sa. A, Ra, Sa. Gaja, Gajada, Dara, like that. So other combinations also you can make. Ara, Sara, Gaja. Ara, Sara, Gaja means elephant of king, like that. So can you read these letters? So these are in Kannada letters. These are corresponding Hindi letters. You can read either using any of these three things.
A ga ja da ra sa. A ga ja da ra sa. A ga ja da ra sa.
Very good. Now, those are the letters, but if you write them together, it will become words. Words will be either using a single letter or more than one letter. So, Kalita Padagalu, the words that what you have learned. Kalita Padagalu. Pada is one. Padagalu is number of words. Kalita learned. See, we have learned Arasa. Like that, we can make it Agasa, Gaja, Dara, Sara, Rasa, Gara, like that, using the more than one letter combinations. Gara Gasa, see, it has come like that. Gara Gara, that is sound made while the Gara Gasa is used for cutting the wood cutting tool. Garagasa da garagara. That means sound produced by the garagasa when it is used on cutting the wood. Dara dara. If somebody is dragging something, is dara dara. Sarasara means quick, going fast. Sarasarane ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅರಸರ ಅಗಸರ ಗಜದ ದರ. So here Arasara Agasa. That means washerman of king. But here again Ra means the elephant of washerman of king, like that. Sara is necklace. Necklace of elephant of washerman of king. So it is the king's washerman's elephant's necklace, like that. Arasa, Agasa, Gaja, Dara, Sara, Rasa, Gara, like this. So what you do, these Kannada words, whatever you have learned so far, please write it on the paper clearly, whatever best you can write, and send it by WhatsApp to me, so that I will go through and give you how correctly you can write it, particularly in handwriting, because printing letters and handwritten letters vary from person to person, but they should be able to be read by somebody else. If somebody has written, others should be able to read. That is what happens in the examinations. Examination students will write, the teacher will evaluate. So we should write such a way that there is difference between one letter and another letter, so that whoever reads will read the correct thing, what we wanted them to read. That is the idea. So please do this, then maybe we will continue. That is not on the 20th, but we can continue on 27th. Maybe we can keep same time, 3 o'clock. But whoever comes, at least 5-6 people come, it is nice. More than that, okay. But they should actively participate. If they don't want to read, don't want to write like that, then they will not learn. Whoever teaches, it is just like they will say in Sarvagna Vachana, ಮೂರ್ಖಂಗೆ ಬುದ್ಧಿಯನ್ನು 100 ಕಾಲ ಹೇಳಿದರು, ಗೋರ್ ಕಲ್ಲ ಮೇಲೆ ಮಳೆ ಸುರಿದಂತೆ ಆ ಕಲ್ಲು ನೀರ ಕೊಡುವುದೇ ಸರ್ವಜ್ಞ. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ on the hard granite stone, if rain falls several times, the stone will not drink the water. So that will what happens. So here we can take the student something like taking horse to the water, but we cannot make the horse to drink it unless it decides to drink. See, students also like that. We can give them opportunity here, that too free of cost. It is an amazing opportunity. It is unique opportunity. If they use it, they will become expert in Kannada and they will be able to speak better than me also. That is, every teacher wants their students to go beyond their level. See, primary school teacher you take, they want all the students to become engineers, lawyers, advocates, chief ministers, prime ministers, whatnot, etc. like that. So they might have studied only up to high school or something. But students, they wish they should become big people. So let us stop here and we'll continue on probably 27th at same 3 o'clock. I will send the link in the morning. It can be distributed. If you want, you can send it. I can send it in the previous day also. They must try to join. I want to get the feedback how many could not join for any technical reason, so that whether we can help.
Sir,
So,
on behalf of SH 63 Degree East Apartments, we would like to thank you for your time given to us in educating us on Kannada language, and we will have many more participants in the near future. And we would like to welcome you once again. And thank you so much for your effort put in teaching us Kannada.
No problem. So we will make a closing this one so that others can also, those who see the recording will be able to see. This program is brought to you by Matavara Dual Institute of Technology. This is the free virtual learning center for everybody. You can become an eminent scientist, engineer, professor, or innovator in the shortest possible time and in the simplest possible way. This is the thanks to Corona for this opportunity that came because of that. This is an Atmanirbhar Bharata initiative. Learn free at any place, learn free at any time, learn free at any place. So good luck, learners. Have a good day. So we will meet on 27th.
Sir, I have one query. Like, I just wanted to ask, like, if this can be possible, or I may be wrong. Can we take a topic like, suppose today it's a school, how we will do conversation over there, or next time maybe something restaurant, some shop, some fruit market. So in that way, I think if we can go for that, like, you're the right person to say. I was just suggesting like this.
No, here actually say learning anything, simply there is nothing like speaking like that. You have to learn reading, listening, speaking, writing. If you do all the four, you can become expert. I am trying to give in the simplest possible form how to read, knowing minimum number of English letters, knowing Hindi letters, learning the pattern and shape of the Kannada letters. So this is the best form of learning. So in fact,
okay, sir.
Yeah, otherwise simply you cannot go anywhere. We have to go for maybe few classes, then you will be able to recognize all the letters what you have read in Kannada earlier which you could not read, and you will be able to read newspapers, magazines, story books, and you can read the boards which are painted in front of the shops, etc. easily. That is how you have to learn gradually. Nothing can happen instantaneously. But if you give more interest, it is not that after this you must sleep. Do not bother about it. Not like that. I will give you the video recording. Go through several times. Collect all these letters and do copywriting and try to read them. Gara gasa, gara gara, gara gasada, gara gara, dara dara, sara sara, arasara, agasara, gasada sara. Like that, many things will come there. So we are trying to understand the simple letters only, basic letters. Then, of course, earlier things there were combination of the letters, so that it is not the basic letter like Gurugale, Nimage, Vandane. Their combinations were there. You try to learn gradually them so that everything you can learn. Otherwise, totally, it will become like some about 900 different shape of letters. All of them, how to recognize. So I'm trying to give you the simple step-by-step methodology.
Also, personally, you can send a message to Sir Ramesh sir, and he will be able to help you.
Whatever problem you have, please let me know your questions. You can send the message by WhatsApp. I will try to help you. No problem. Because I want all of you to become experts in reading, writing, listening, and speaking Kannada. And you should become expert, in fact, much more than me.
Okay, sure, sir. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, we'll stop here and continue on 27th.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.